Let me rephrase the question in a way that it'll be easier to understand.
Do you feel like a man when you push her around?
No, listen.
No, you shouldn't.
And we're demonetized.
You feel better now.
No.
She falls to the ground.
Bad song.
Listen.
What?
That's a song lyrics, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yes, Paul?
I was going to say, let me rephrase the question so that it's easier to understand.
Yeah.
When was the last time you felt like a man?
It did not help. If anything, that confused me even more. Now I'm like, is there a difference? What am I looking for? Was it the way he said it?
How about you wait? How about other people answer, and you might be able to formulate your own
How about,
response afterwards.
when was the last time you felt like the man?
That's different.
Okay, that I can answer.
That's a different thing. That's a good question. These are medium questions.
I'm gonna say I immediately knew how to answer that, which is how you know it's different.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're the man.
That's good. That's good.
I am the man.
When was the last time you felt like the man?
I'll give my answer.
Can I give an answer to the first one? Because I don't know the answer to the second.
Are we doing a man?
We're doing a man.
Whichever one
answered
speaks
both,
to you.
Okay, Johnny, what's your answer?
Well, I mean, honestly, it's any time when I feel like I'm doing something very capably. Probably the last time is just after working out. You feel good testosterone, but I feel the same thing when I take care of kids, when I clean the house, and when I do a good day's work. All of that is very manly to me.
That's great.
That's a very pure answer. I like that. My answer
is not comprehending. These things are mainly question mark.
My answer would be just today after work. I pulled into the apartment parking lot. I walked into my empty apartment. The lights were still on. And I went into the bathroom, and there were like dirty clothes on the bathroom floor. And so I kicked off my snow-covered boots, got undressed, climbed into the bathtub, and I looked over my messy bathroom and the open door, and I just said, "What a load of shit."
Oh my!
Wow!
And that's my answer.
Yeah, that's good.
That's good.
Okay, I actually know. It's kind of like related to what Johnny said. So, last time I went to I went to a Krav Maga class, and it was a very it was a very testosterone heavy event, but also like it was very cool, and my fists hurt, and I was punching really hard and kicking things and learning how to be a weapon. So that is my shallow conception.
That's like Johnny's answer, but like more like adolescent.
Robin approves.
Yeah.
Well, you guys have all like specific like instances and things.
Yeah. It's like an event. Like
it's an event when you feel like a man.
Yeah, exactly.
Why are you sending porn to the group chat?
No, that did not happen. I just want to specify for
Tell me that's
listeners,
not porn.
Fake news. Okay, that is kind of porn.
Best quote of the night.
That's good.
Okay, listen.
Why
That one is like the beginning of
porn?
Let's be honest.
Just to be clear, since this is an audio medium, we have just been sent an image of two Ninja Turtles being very gay.
They're brothers! How dare you!
You've just been demonetized further.
Yes. Good.
Oh goodness.
Wow.
Double demonetized.
Huh.
I think we're on at least triple or quadruple at this point.
When was the last time you felt like a man? It was when I saw that image that Johnny shared into the chat.
Okay, but that's not like a man. That's like a man.
That's like a.
That's when you realized how straight you were. We were talking about manliness.
Oh my gosh.
Does shrivel constitute feeling like a man?
Yeah, I'll go with that.
Okay, Ryan, when was the last time you felt like a
Shrivel.
man?
This question is, man, guys.
Man, guys.
I mean,
23 minutes. Let's go.
To go the boring route, there's been a lot of work to do at work recently. We had someone leave the company, and I just stepped up and have been doing like a lot of hours, and feels kind of good to just people actually like depending on me and actually being able to fulfill what they need.
Word up, dog.
A little boring, but not like Paul's answer.
Your answer is pretty much the same as my answer, but mine was just more a snapshot, while yours was a broad view.
I like it. I like it.
Paul's a writer.
That's fair. That's what happens.
Well, based on all of these definitions, I feel like a man all the time. Because it sounds like you guys accomplish things and you feel good and strong about it, and that makes you a man.
Well, wait till next week when we ask when you feel like a woman, and that'll be interesting.
Yeah. No, I'm looking forward to that. We're gonna do that.
If it's a lot of like, I feel weak and and scared and emotional, it's gonna be a never for me.
Nah, it'd be pretty similar to the answers. I think would be fairly similar to this, but like, I don't know.
Like self-confidence
when you feel pretty.
Here's the thing.
Dude.
Like someone complimented you, and you're just like, oh my god.
So here's the thing. It doesn't matter which gender you are. If you are inclined to feel manly, being confident in yourself, feeling good, all of that is going to make you feel manly. If you are inclined to be feminine, feeling confident about yourself, and all of that same things is going to make you feel feminine. It's not specific actions or specific feelings. It's more a confidence in your own sense of self, if that makes sense.
Yeah, man.
That's a good way to
You gotta connect with your anima and shit.
Krista, did you answer? And did I miss it?
I did not
answer.
Okay.
I have not answered.
Yeah, Krista, when are you a little man?
All the time.
Sorry.
Why should I be a little man?
I'm a little.
Hey, men can be little or big.
Short
I'm a
king.
big man.
I agree, but
Short
why have we
king.
specified that she is little?
I mean, she is. Come on, we're not going to be relativists about that.
I can't believe we're doxing
She's
people.
short. My fun size.
Are you calling
Yeah, she's
Krista short?
Yes.
How dare you? She's taller than I am.
To be
I like
clear,
things.
Krista and I are the same height. Which is why I'm pretending to take offense.
I always think I'm shorter than you, but I guess we're the same height.
We're really close. I'm like a half an inch
Really
taller
close.
than you.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I had to judge indiscriminately and inappropriately based solely on audio experience of the two of you, I've never met Charlie in real life. I would say that Krista gives off a shorter vibe.
I am 7 feet tall.
It's because I'm the youngest in my family, and I'm just always used to being the baby. Like, if I'm ever, like, with someone who is younger than me, especially if they're taller than me, I legit, like, it like, baffles me to be like, wait, I'm older than you? What?
I have existed since more ancient of days.
I feel that.
Being everyone.
Okay, Krista, we need you to tell us when you felt like a man. Otherwise, we can never be
I
free.
need to know. I
Felt
need to
like
know
a
so you can
man
identify as a woman how this works.
today. I don't know.
Because
Yesterday?
I'm still confused.
I don't know what this means. Okay. Do I need a specific moment? Let me see. Let me see if I can come up with a specific moment.
It helps for the fan art, you know.
Yeah, we need gender bent fan art of all of us.
I
Just
will
all of us.
say
Yeah.
I
I have a vague
often
answer. I'll
felt
wait till
very
Krista's done.
manly at my job because I worked at a gravestone carving company, and I do a
This
lot
is
of
my favorite
like
lore.
workshop type working and like shoveling sand and like literally lifting like heavy rocks and just helping out my like dude boss, like old man, like workshop worker. And
Dude boss.
and it felt like a very manly experience, and I feel like I just kind of like embodied that sense. I don't know, it's hard to explain.
Is it because you got forklift certified?
Yes,
100%.
I got forklift. No, okay,
Manliest thing. I just remember you came
when I
home
felt
like, I'm a man.
when I felt like the man was when I got forklift certified.
Yeah, that's so great. Honestly, like every time I've heard about your
I felt
your job, like I think I was like, yes, that's so badass. I'm like, wow, women can do anything.
yeah, I felt like a power woman, and also just like I was like, dude, like I'm more manly than some men I know. Like this is badass.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I think I finally have an actual answer that isn't me just throwing question marks at the screen.
Question marks are fine.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I wanted to give
It's
a
a-
legit answer.
Let's hear it.
Okay, the best way I can think of that would feel manly to me is when I feel like I'm protecting somebody.
Mm.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't have a good example of recent. My recent example is actually pretty dumb, but I've been playing Pokemon Unite, which for those who don't know is a MOBA. And pretty much anytime I hop in and kill the enemy and save somebody from being KO'd, I feel manly.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Or if
That's
I protect a goal zone or something.
That's valid. Yeah.
But yeah, being very protective. A better example in real life would be like if I stand up for somebody at a bar. You know, they're getting hit on or like they're uncomfortable and I tell someone to leave or what have you. As a bartender, that kind of stuff. Makes me feel
Hell
manly.
yeah.
Very legit.
Protective
Protective.
instinct.
I definitely get
Manliness.
That's all I got. All right.
Cool. So now that we've like deeply analyzed gender norms,
Yeah,
and
now
shit,
that my stupid question has caused everybody to suffer emotionally.
Yep. Yeah. So yeah, I think without further ado, we can get started with this episode of Teen Titans Roll.
The music plays.
We're all gonna die.
Yeah. Alrighty. Cool. All right. So, also on top of a fiery mountain Why did you send that right at the moment that I'm trying to have my dramatic start, Johnny?
Just to be clear, because this is an auditory medium, Johnny has sent us all a picture of a Ninja Turtle. No, a regular turtle with its genitals censored out.
And it looks to be like a mixed gender because it's got its potential penis black boxed and its chest region.
Okay, so
I mean, you can block off a female's crotch too.
So, okay, real question. Do you
Yes,
think
but
the
like, why would you do it that long?
So,
Just into
Right.
space.
do you think the Ninja Turtles have a cloaca? Like, do you think their genitals are
No,
in their
Okay,
tail?
we're
no.
done. We're done.
It's just a
Oh.
really long vagina.
Oh.
Vagina.
I realized my mic was muted and I was just yelling long vagina.
Holy.
I dare you to call this episode Long Vagina.
Okay, I'm not. Oh my god.
Guys,
Okay,
well-
anyways.
You're welcome.
Well,
Mindy,
I am not going to feel bad about how many times Slade breaks Robin's arms anymore.
Jeez. Hold on, I wasn't doing anything.
Robin punishes for the sins of Johnny.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. So, on the top of the burning mountain, Robin and Slade face each other. And also to the sides and a ways back behind Slade stand Thunder and Lightning. Lightning looks to his brother and says, I have unfinished business with that bewitcher. I must settle it and test her true character. And Thunder says, Are you sure you do not need my help, brother? No, I must do this on my own. And Lightning zips forward and faces off against you, Starfire, ready to leap into action.
so I don't get to roll any kind of deception or anything for my fake mustache.
No.
That's a valid decision.
Yes. So, as you face off against one another, I think I'm gonna have both of you go ahead and roll initiative for me.
That's fair.
All right. I do also want to point out that I resent the fact that we are still using roll 20 here, but the map has not been updated, so the picture is still all of our icons surrounding a very horny looking black.
Wait. Why are you on that? Sorry, I didn't mean for you guys to even be on that map.
That is what I
Thanks
see
for
when I
letting me
open
know.
it.
Okay, I can drag the players to this.
That's what I
This is
see when
the
I close
neutral
my
map.
eyes.
All right, do you guys just see the regular map? Yeah, I'm not really using a map for this. More theater of the mind for this time.
Okay, valid. Let me actually roll now.
Dang it all.
That's somehow an
Wow.
8. I got a nat
You
1.
both did
I forgot
horribly.
how to add the thing is, so I re-rolled and went from a 16 of just a straight roll to a 9 with my +5.
That's impressive.
I was
Okay,
like, that was terrible.
yeah. All right, let me pull
Really just
up.
take the first number and add 5 to it. At
Listen,
least that's what I would do.
I'll do that as the DM lets me.
That's fair.
Will the DM let him?
Wait, do what?
So I rolled first, and then I realized
yeah.
I could add a +5.
Oh, yeah. That's fine. That's fine.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Because I'd like a
21.
turn this time, since the last battle I was actually in, I got blown up.
Yeah.
You're welcome, Robin. You owe me one.
That's sort of been this podcast, honestly. It's like whoever gets the initiative fucks over the other party.
We'll go with that. We'll take that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's totally cool. Let me see. Slade stat block. We got the big dex.
He's got a big dex.
Yeah.
Big dex
Oh,
energy.
but he
believe it.
he rolled pretty low. He's not in a rush.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. So, we will begin with a few rounds of exchange between Robin and Slade. And just for reference, kind of simultaneously is when Lightning burst forward to engage with you, Starfire. So he is trying to occupy your attempts. If though, still feel free to interfere with whatever else is going on if you want to try to do that. So, all right. Robin, this older man, the large hats, long gray facial hair, and the staff in his hand with a strange metal symbol on it, an Eastern symbol. He stands before you. What would you like to do?
Whew, okay. I'm going to... so how close am I to him? I didn't get too close to him, I didn't think.
Yeah, I think last time he walked so that he was 20 feet from you.
Okay. Well, that is a good spot then. I'm going to quickly pull out a disc and throw it straight at his chest. And
Okay.
use one of my explosive discs.
Alrighty. Cool. Sounds good.
And that's going to
so
be
he
a
has to make
dexterity saving throw of 15.
All right.
And it's a 20-foot radius sphere, so I should be right outside the range of it. Hopefully there's nobody else at 20 feet.
All right. So, okay, what is the DC on your disc?
15.
15. He rolled a 20 total.
Jeez. Okay, so
And
he's going to still take half damage.
Well, see, no, he's not, because he uses evasion.
Dang it all!
So as you throw the disc and it explodes, this huge explosion in front of him, he twists and twirls with almost impossible speed and moves outside of the radius of the blast. This is quite the acrobatic feat, and you would know.
So as soon as I see him jumping and twirling out of the way, I'm going to sprint in to get close with my 40-foot movement.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to use my bonus action to throw a punch straight at him.
Okay. I think that you can use Flurry of Blows if you take the if you already take a melee attack to begin with, and throwing the disc was not a melee attack.
Oh, okay. So question: do the disc count as monk weapons?
Well, that action is like it's not of the attack action. So Flurry of Blows immediately after you take the attack action on your turn, and there's a limited set of things that fall under the attack action. So unfortunately, throwing a disc that does an area effect would not be one of those things.
Okay.
Now, throwing like a birdarang would be an attack action.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Well then, I won't get as close then. I kind of keep within like a 20-foot area.
All right, cool. So you kind of like run to like track where he'll land. All right. So, he landing, he twists and turns to you, and he goes, "Oh, quite brutal, Robin. Yes, I believe now that you were the one to slay my servant Cinderblock." And he bursts forward, and he's going to make an attack with his staff. Okay, yes, he will hit you.
Gets over a 20? Or hits 20?
Yes, he rolled a 25.
I figured that.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Does he want to use strength or dexterity for his hit? Okay, they're both. He'll use strength. All right. As he smacks into you, with the staff, um, you take 10 points of damage.
Well, that's not good.
And but you get the sense you've been a martial artist for a while, and well, you always knew when your mentor was holding back or pushing the advantage, and this is a moment where Slade seems to be holding back a little bit. He's testing you very clearly as he now shifts with a bonus action and a um, and a use of a key point to shift into the dodge position as he just raises his staff in a defensive motion.
Immediately I see that I'm outclassed and still feeling the destructive wave from earlier. I'm going to what's the terrain around me like?
So it's dry, the air is dry, and around you the sky is dark, not due to the night but due to the storm overhead. There is the ambient light from the fires all around, and right now you are in an open field, but not too far away the forest begins and gets denser as it goes up the mountainside, though it is sort of that mountainy forest that is kind of open and separated, never gets too dense.
Nothing really to use next to me then. From my position then, I'm going to pull out a second disc and throw a freezing gas glyph
Okay.
at him to try and immobilize him.
All right. So what kind of saving throw does he have to
That's
make?
going to be another dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Which doesn't seem like it's working very well, but...
Yeah. All right. He rolls a 21.
That is... Yeah, that's
well,
not...
actually, that would be a 20, sorry. But regardless.
Still going to miss him, unfortunately.
All right. As you throw the disc at him, he actually, this time with his staff, he deflects it, ting, and it veers off and then explodes with its freezing effect against a tree. With this, he steps into your range, and he says, "Robin, you'll have to do better than that. Don't rely on the bat's toys. Fight me like a man." And he is going to, he makes some swipes at you. And at first, you're dodging them fine, as it seems like he's intentionally just throwing light jabs that you can easily avoid. Then he, with his bonus reverse action, he kind of like throws an elbow at your stomach. 24 to hit.
Jeez, yes.
Yes, as he smacks into you with his unarmed strike. Unarmed. Wow, that's high.
Robin's gonna die.
Yo, listen, he might.
Alright, you take 11 points of damage. How are you doing?
I have 2 hit points left.
Alright, go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw.
Jeez.
As he is using a key point to do Stunning Strike here.
11.
11. That will not do it. So, as he strikes you in the abdomen with his elbow, your body tenses up. He's hit an important nerve cluster of some kind, and you almost fall to your knees.
Robin.
Blood kind of like drips out of my mouth, like.
Yeah. With this, he looks at you as it then goes to your turn, but he still takes the turn to just slowly walk around you. He says, Robin, so much potential, but you're blinded by your impatience and your attachments. They hold you back, but not always, I sense, in your actions against Cinderblock. Yes, that speaks very highly of your potential. I look forward to seeing how you grow. Though you are also blinded by the machinations of others. That vampire, in particular. You can speak falteringly if you wish to respond.
Cinderblock was a mistake. We can be better.
We all think that when we're young and naive. You can only be more powerful, Robin. And with that, we will flip to what Starfire and Lightning have been doing during this time. Sorry, I'm laughing at the gifs in the chat.
Unmute yourself.
Time for me to get my ass kicked by an overpowered.
Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. So, Lightning gets to go first because he rolled better. Okay. So, Starfire, Lightning zips forward into range with you, and he is going to he raises a hand and he is going to cast, let's see, yeah, he's gonna shoot a lightning bolt at you, so go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw.
Sure hope this is better than the last one. That is a 17.
All right, so you do dodge the lightning bolt enough, though it grazes you, the proximity of it, the lightning still travels through your skin a little bit as you'll take half of the damage from it, which is... So that's 10 damage, and then you are resistant to physical damage like that, so that'll be 5 points of lightning damage as he grazes you.
Okay.
All right, it is your turn.
Yeah. So I see that I'm under attack. Can I see what's happening with Robin right now, or?
At the moment, Robin just threw a disc
Okay.
at the mysterious being, and there's a big explosion. You don't notice what's happened so far.
Okay. Yeah, I have full confidence in him. I'm sure he can handle that old man. So I turn my attention to this electricity god that's in front of me, and I say, your light and your noise do not frighten me. And then I say, hold still, and I cast hold person.
Okay. Interesting. Cool. So he's gonna have to make a wisdom saving throw, correct?
Yes.
He's the less good at those out
Good.
of these two. All right. Let's see. Ooh, wow, but he still rolled fairly well. 17?
17?
Yes.
Wait, how do I calculate my actual spell DC? Wait a second.
Yeah, so I know we've done that, your star bolts, for instance, are strength-based, but I don't think that's really appropriate for this kind of spell casting. So I would say just calculate it normally as a sorcerer would, which would be based off of charisma.
So I suck at all spell casting, is what you're saying.
Yeah. So does Beast Boy. So I only consider
Alright.
that fair.
I kind of wish I had taken that into consideration, but
That's fair. If you'd like to do something else, that's perfectly fine.
I think that would still probably be what I would attempt at this point.
Okay.
But
It's very beneficial if it pays off, and
yeah,
he's not very good at his wisdom saves.
yeah, I just have
so-
negative in charisma. So that would be, but sorry, a spell DC is what? Just
You,
proficiency
your-
plus your modifier, right? Plus
yes,
10? Or-
it's 8.
Okay. So that would be probably lower than 17. Proficiency would be 10 is my spell DC, so he's good.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So he is all right. So now that actually makes it so that both you and Krista have tried the same move in the last 2 episodes, and they
Nice.
both failed both times. So
I will, however, how close am I to him right now?
you are. So he shot a lightning bolt at you. I would say like 30 feet.
Okay. In that case, I will at the very least utilize my ability. What is that called? My wind speaker ability. Or no,
Ooh.
sorry, my tempestuous magic.
Mhm.
After casting a first level spell, I can use a bonus action on my turn to cause a whirling gust of air to briefly surround me immediately before or after I cast a first level spell. Doing so allows me to fly up to 10 feet without provoking opportunity attacks. Which is not actually that important when I think about it, because I have a lot of movement anyway.
Yeah.
But I just
Yeah.
wanted to acknowledge that I can do that, so I sort of, the wind pushes me forward, and I move the rest of the way and get as much all up in his business as I can.
Sweet, yeah. So you burst forward. There's this like brief instant of hypersonic speed as you burst forward and get up in his face. All right,
Yeah.
so it is his turn now. That is good because now you are kind of within melee range. If you wanted to shoot you, be a little more complicated, I'd say. So yes, as a reaction, as he kind of steps back, he is going to use his melee attack, shocking grasp. All right, he rolled an 18 to hit you.
Okay. My AC is 17 right now.
All right, so let's well. So you take 8 points of lightning damage. Now, of course, you're
Down to 4.
resistant to
Yeah.
that. Yep. So, and you cannot take reactions until the start of his next turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he just grabs me and sort of zaps me.
Yeah, so you burst forward, and he's like, ah, and he just kind of like, actually, this is funny. He kind of like, he puts out his hand and just grabs your face and shocks you, and you just probably just glare at him.
Yeah, I think my hair sort of frizzes up because that's something that I think happens with her. But
yeah.
It's barely a tickle.
Yeah. All right. So go ahead and go ahead and act on your turn.
Okay, so first of all, for my bonus action this turn, I would like to. Sorry, I've got a lot of tabs open.
Well, you know what? I think actually taking advantage of his ability, he's pretty intimidated by how aggressive and up close you are.
Mm-hmm.
So he would then take the opportunity to zip away 100 feet.
He can move 100
into the air.
feet. Okay.
Yes.
What is my normal movement speed? Oh, 120
It's
feet.
120.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine. Okay. Yeah. I just catch right up to him.
Does he not have opportunity attack? Or...
No,
No,
because
well,
I don't.
because
I don't get reactions due to the chakra.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
So I just completely follow him, like maybe in time. As soon as he pulls back, I'm literally face to face with him the whole time he's flying backwards.
Yeah. He looks back, and you have just you are tracking him completely. You both took off in the same instant almost. All right.
And I also use my ASMR ability, Radiant Consumption.
Okay.
So, do you have a particular flavor for this, or since you made the character sheet?
No, I think you probably just exude radiant green energy.
Yeah.
Right, and your eyes glow green.
Yeah, my eyes are all glowing and everything, and I'm just sort of beaming with green light. And so basically, how this works is that for 1 minute, I shed bright light in a 10-foot radius, and dim light an additional 10 feet. And at the end of each of my turns, any creature with me and any creature within 10 feet of me take radiant damage equal to half of my level rounded up. In addition, once on each of my turns, I can deal extra radiant damage to one target when I deal damage to it with an attack or a spell.
Yeah, it's very cool. That probably stacks really well.
And the extra radiant damage is my full level.
Yes. Cool. Awesome. So how much damage does he take right now? Then?
So let's see. We're level 5, correct?
No, 4.
Oh, we're level 4. Okay. In that case, okay. So we both take 2 radiant damage. Am I resistant to radiant?
You would be, yes.
Okay. Yeah. So we both take 2 radiant damage. And I am just going to try and sort of no mincing words. I'm just gonna Mortal Kombat uppercut this dude.
All right. Very good.
Listen, I try to do new and unique and complicated things, and it doesn't work, and I end up punching everybody. That's just how this goes.
That's good.
That is a 28 to hit.
All right, that will hit.
Good. And I believe it's a D10 for my damage.
I thought it was a
D8. D8, yeah.
D8, yeah.
Sorry. That's 12 damage.
Okay.
Infused again with that with 4 radiant.
Okay. So the as you hit him with your fist, because of his sort of nature spirit nature, he does appear to be resistant to the bludgeoning damage of your fist. And also because of his light composition, he does seem to be resistant to the radiant as well.
Jeez.
So, but still, the strike was solid, and he's fast and strong. And
I say,
all
I
right.
am the whole package.
All right. I think with this, how many rounds have we done so far? 3, 2.
All together or in this battle? In like,
Yeah, in this tussle.
I think this is the second one.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. We'll do. Yeah, I think he's gonna try to shoot a lightning bolt at you. You strike him, and he reels back, and then shoots off a lightning bolt with his hand. So go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. 12.
A 12 total.
Yeah.
Oof! Wow. All right. So yeah, you'll take the. Well, you'll at least take half the damage because you're resistant. 8d6. All right, that's 33 points of damage. Of course, you take half of that.
Oh, 33 damage. Okay. Is
Yeah.
that rounded up or down?
Yeah, it's round down.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, I have been significantly hurt at this point. Not bloody,
Yeah,
but...
he shoots you with the lightning bolt, and it crashes into you, and there's a singe, the smell of singed skin again on your stomach. All right, go ahead and act on your turn.
Okay, so he's resistant to radiant and he's resistant to bludgeoning.
Yes.
Let me think if there's anything creative I can do here. I guess I wouldn't know whether he has, like, I don't know. If he's like an energy being, probably things like fire and lightning would also not be that damaging to him. Let me think. Thinking will probably just result in me punching him again. Yeah, I think thinking is going to result in me punching him again. So first, we both take 2 radiant damage.
All right. Are you lowering that because of your resistance?
Oh yeah, so so we both take 1 radiant damage, really.
Yes. Oh yeah. Thank you.
And then I am going to kick him in the face. Kick him in the teeth.
All right.
That's a 17 to hit.
That will not hit.
Dang.
Actually, as his armor class is 18.
He will take 4 radiant damage, 2 radiant damage now.
Because of the proximity, or
Basically, no. He already took the proximity, but I can assign radiant damage to one enemy, and that's going to be him.
Okay,
it would be my full level, but it's halved because of his resistance.
Yes. All right. Cool. So wait, is it 4 or 2?
It's 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 2.
I'm just doing the math for you.
Okay, good. All right. So, all right. So you try to throw a punch, and he like pulls his head back at the last second. The power of lightning coursing through him, enhancing his reaction. But he's still just the heat of the radiant energy coming off of you. He does take a little bit of damage. Now, he pulls back and bursts forward, and as you burst forward to meet him, there's this moment where suddenly your mind starts to... It's weird. It's like it lessens. There's a part of your mind that continues to fight in like a slowed down pace, but there's another part of your mind, a more conscious part, that sees this scene before you. We see Starfire in this kind of Eastern oriented, like, painting style. You are in your traditional mighty combat gear, that metal crown, like your sister wore when she saw you last at one point, and like the Pomeranian like faceplate
Right.
thing, and your more traditional armor, and your eyes glowing green, radiant energy coming off of you in almost a halo, and it backlights you like a small sun. Up on a cloud, crackling through the crowd, you see Lightning. He is in this stylized form, where part of his body is a lightning bolt, and every time the lightning flashes, his body is in a different position, but very kind of like individual frame, like it changes slightly. Um, he looks down at you, and he squints, and the lightning flashes, and then he is near in front of your face. He says, "I know not what manner of witch, goddess, or I know not what you are, but I would speak with you." And then the scene shifts. Hey everyone, hope you're enjoying the episode so far. I really enjoyed this one. I think it's very cool. I just want to let you all know about our social media. If you'd like more updates on our Teen Titans Roll episodes and our Mind Theater Media productions, other projects that we might be coming out with in the future, you can follow us on Facebook at Mind Theater Media, and you can follow us on Twitter at Mind Theater Media. The handle is Mind Theater Twitter, so that's Mind TheaTreTWT. I've been looking at analytics recently, and I was actually surprised at how many listeners we have. You guys are sort of invisible to me unless I look into it, and unless you're following the social media. So I'd love to interact with you guys more. So please follow the Facebook page, follow the Twitter page, and if you feel compelled, support our Patreon. And you can join our Patreon exclusive Discord chat and hang out and talk to me and the cast members. All right, well, I'll let you get. Now we're going to move to the group that is trying to stop the great fire elemental from descending down the mountain. Now, you guys, you may act in whatever order you think is most conducive. I'm essentially going to give you guys 4 rounds to damage the elemental as much as you can before it reaches the beginning of the neighborhood regions, the houses, the residential houses on the outskirts of the city.
We all gonna die.
No,
right.
we're not.
Very helpful,
That would
Cyborg.
be me
All right.
and Cyborg.
Think, perception. I need to look for things. Perception check.
Technically, I think right now, if I remember right, I'm a giant eagle and you're on my back.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so first of all, let's take in our terrain. Is there any rocks and dirt that could fall on them, or are there any other?
There's the woods that's being set on fire.
Any rivers? Any like bodies of water or rock slides or anything?
Have we
No,
established if whether or not this thing can be hit, like the fire
Physically?
elemental? Yeah. Has anybody
Well-
tried to punch it, or hit it, or throw something at it? I guess.
No one has yet, though an easy assumption that even if it is effective, that you might hurt yourself in the process.
All right.
What if I throw a giant rock at it? I just want to
Okay.
see if it even hits the thing or if it goes right through it because it's made of fire.
Okay. So,
I'll go with a giant rock in case it works.
all right. So you chuck a rock at it.
Big rock, like a boulder. I'm thinking like a 1-ton rock because that's the biggest one I can throw.
Okay. So, this is always the most interesting thing for like spells like telekinesis for a dungeon master because I have to then decide how much damage a big rock does. Though it's my fault. I really should have figured that out already for
I
like
thought we
whenever
had
Kara shows up.
established. Isn't it just like something plus my wisdom? I can't remember.
Well, I certainly could rule that you at least do your wisdom in damage, like it's a strength attack. So you throw a rock at someone, and because of how fast you can move it telekinetically, it'll at least get your strength bonus. I think that's actually fair because it's a decent chunk of damage.
Big rock D12. Big rock D12.
That is also
gravity
kind of
is
fair.
also a thing.
Yeah, but I'm not throwing it from up high. I'm just yeeting it into the
that
sun.
makes sense.
Literally. Just tell me what to roll, DM. The Almighty.
Yes, I think yeah, let's just let's do roll a d8 and add your wisdom bonus.
Sweet. Oh, wait, bonus or modifier?
Yeah, the modifier.
Okay,
sorry.
cool. 18.
Okay. Now, as you chuck the rock at it,
I yell at him that forest fires are bad for the environment. Stop it.
Only you can prevent forest fires by leaving.
Now, the rock does slam into it, and because of its mass, the thing does shriek and doesn't seem to like that. And as it but it does still seem semi-amorphous. It is resistant to regular bludgeoning damage like this. So your 18 turns into a 9, essentially. But it does seem to hamper and relatively damage the creature. Yeah.
Are invocations a action or a bonus action?
It depends on the invocation in question.
Okay, mine is Armor of Shadows.
All right,
AKA Mage Armor.
Mage Armor.
We'll look up Armor of Shadows because it might specify also.
Okay. Yeah, Armor.
Because I'm very squishy, which is something I realized last week when you actually almost one-shot killed me. And I don't mean one-shot knocked me out. I mean you almost one-shot doubled my health, killed me.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Mage armor on yourself at will without expending a spell slot or material component. Yep.
Yes, that's actually very good.
That'd be so.
It sounds like it's probably an action if the spell is an action.
The spell is an action, unfortunately.
Yes.
But you don't have to use
I'm guessing
it lasts for 8 hours. So I feel like that's something before you go into a battle, you could do that. Just like every time.
Yeah. I'm already unfortunately battling with this fire elemental, unless Joey wants to let me retcon that I did this before the battle.
I will let you say that this is sort of standard operating procedure for you to cast these spells because I think Raven is very attentive to those sort of things.
Okay, thank you. Because I am not, but Raven probably would be.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
and then so some spells are bonus actions, right?
Yes.
Okay, let me check some stuff real quick because I might want to bonus action some stuff here.
No problem. We'll do the other two real quick, and then if you find something, then we'll hop back to. All right.
Sounds good.
So
I will Google fast.
I tell Beast Boy, let me down in front of it. Drop me right there.
All right, I'll swoop down and drop him in front of it.
All right, how far in front of it are you wanting to land?
As close as possible.
All
As
right
close
then.
as possible.
And
I get from the direction of his pointing that I land where
Okay.
he wants me to.
pretty much
As close as
go ahead.
as close as possible would have you and Beast Boy flying directly into its firestorm aura. So, if you want to do that.
Could he just drop me like how wide is the aura?
Well, you don't know, but you know if you get right up close to him, you're gonna very quickly start burning.
I have absorb elements.
Okay. I mean, I guess it's just down to how close do you actually want to get?
Drop you close enough in front of it where I'm not getting burned, but it's moving like I guess towards us because we're like going against it. So if you want to get closer, you can, and it's probably going to get closer to you.
All right, but fair. All right, it drops me down right as close as I can, and as soon as he does, I charge forward straight into the aura, and I say, "Feel the boom!" And I load in a thunder wave pulse into my arm and punch him with my thunder wave.
Okay, sweet, good little flavor for that. All right, so it has to make a Constitution saving throw,
Yep.
I believe.
I'm gonna go ahead and roll for damage regardless, but
okay. Ooh, it rolled a 7.
nice. Well, it should take the full 8 points of damage, and be pushed 10 feet away from me.
All right.
It is immune to being prone, so that's not even an issue.
Yep.
But yeah, I probably halted in its tracks by sending it back 10 feet. And
indeed,
I'm now going to try to move farther away from it. Like maybe like in hope maybe it'll want to chase me out into the woods instead of go attack the town. That's the goal.
So yeah, so do you kind of like run back and like veer off a direction a little bit, see if it'll chase you?
Yeah.
All right. Yes. Yeah, I think it would try to finish you off before continuing on. So, all right, Beast Boy, is there anything you would like to do yourself, or are you going to say, fuck that, I'm an animal man, I'm not touching fire?
No, yeah, I am going to land about, let me see. I'm going to land about 30 feet away from it, in front of it. I'm going to turn into an elephant. Unfortunately, if there was water nearby, I would try and like suck that up and shoot it at it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to wind up and charge straight at it.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try and gore and well, let's see. If an elephant moves 20 feet straight towards the creature and it hits it with a gore attack in the same turn, it must succeed on a strength saving throw over a knocked prone. It can't be knocked prone, it's an elemental. Okay, but I'm going to try and just like run into the fire.
All right, cool. What are all those extra hit points for? If not this. All right, so yeah, go ahead and make your attack roll.
Okay. I add, as an elephant, I add +8 to hit. Very nice. 26 to hit.
Okay, yes, that will hit.
All right, so I roll 3d8 plus 6. 20, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, as you hit it, it does seem to be resistant, so it does 10.
Gotcha.
And, all right. And as you move into its space to attack it, its fire form will damage you. So that touches the elemental or hits it with a melee attack will take.
By the way, before I turn into an elephant, I want to point out that I say, time to address the elephant in the room.
No, stop.
Excuse me, I need my beast voice.
I like that he says that with no one around to hear him.
Yeah.
Cyborg's there.
All right, you take 8 points of fire damage just from touching the thing.
All right.
You turn into
Raven,
a turtle.
have you?
Turtles have great defenses.
Raven, have you decided what you want to do as a bonus action?
I had one other option, but I am gonna go with spiritual weapon. I can't use that this round, can I?
No, you can actually. It's a bonus action, and when you cast the spell, you can make an attack with it.
Okay, cool.
So yeah,
I'm gonna attack with it.
All right, so go ahead and roll a d20 plus your wisdom. Your wisdom. Well, it's your spell attack modifier. So
which I think is wisdom is how you did it. If I'm
yes,
not mistaken.
yeah. It's wisdom plus proficiency, so it'll be a plus 12.
Ooh. Woohoo! 22.
Okay.
Smack that elemental. Smack it with my sword.
All right. It's force damage, so it's actually not resistant to that. Very good.
11.
Oh, wow.
I not one though.
Wow. Well, that's still decent. Okay, so and it does take the full damage for that. Oh yes. Interesting little point. What kind of weapon do you summon?
My brain pictured a katana, so that's what we're going with.
Oh, kick-ass. Shadowy katana slashes into it.
Feels very
all
Raven.
right. Yeah. All right. So, all right. Now it is this thing's turn. So, it is going to run after Cyborg. As that was, it gets slashed into. It can't reach Raven, but it sees you running, and it has a movement of 50 feet. So it's going to run up to you. It immediately, okay. Yeah. So as it moves up, and it actually envelops you, Cyborg, and you take the 1d10 from its fire form to start. So that's 8 points of fire damage.
Okay.
All right.
Was that it?
No. Now it is going to use its firestorm ability. So suddenly a fan of flame emits all around it.
Yeah, I think I'm going to use absorb elements on that first one, by the way, which carries through the round.
Yeah. So, well, before that, actually, you will get an attack of opportunity against it, Beast Boy, if you'd like to take that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So go ahead and do so.
Would I roll like a gore attack with the elephant tusks?
Yeah, whatever you have as an action.
I have gore and stomp. I figure it would be easier to gore it.
All right.
Unless, could I stomp it? I don't know.
Whichever. As it moves away from you, you can use whichever action you think.
I want to try and stomp it and stomp it into the dirt. 23 to hit. Ooh, elephants are strong. Right.
Yeah, that'll hit.
All right, so that would be stomp damage. 25 stomp damage.
All right, it'll be
all right.
Yeah.
Show me up, why don't you?
Well, your damage, it wasn't resistant to this, though, being physical. As it stomps into it, it will
it's half.
still pull away. Yeah, but that's still good. All right. Yes, so now continuing, now you do take, from touching it, Beast Boy, you take 9 points of damage.
Okie doke.
And returning to the round with Cyborg. Yes. So you want to do absorb elements on the first damage that you take,
No,
right?
it carries through the whole round. So yes.
Yeah. All right. So all right. Now I'm gonna need you to make a dexterity saving throw as it emits flames all around it.
All right. That's a 12.
All right, that is going to be a failure. So you take 9 points of fire damage, and you ignite in flame.
Oh man.
Yeah. So you are on fire.
That can't be good for your electronics.
I activate my energy induction drive and
Yes.
rain out some of the fire that shoots towards me. That doesn't seem like it keeps me from bursting a flame, though. Neat.
No. Yeah, your circuits they start to glow and they turn red, and the system is active. Unfortunately, it is fighting off a lot of heat right now. So you still do some of your circuits burst, and your skin parts start
He's
to
gonna
kind of
fuel
catch on
that in the
fire.
morning.
Alrighty. So that is the elemental's turn, and that concludes the first round of things. So the next round, what do you guys all want to do on the next round?
Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do just to be safe, I'm gonna cast Cause Fear and use that to divert it from reaching the city and kind of drive it more into the mountains.
Okay. So it will have to. Let me see if it can even resist, because your spell save DC is stupid high. No, it couldn't. So yeah, it is afraid of you. It will not move any closer to you.
Okay.
Now it is pretty fast, so it can move around you quickly if it wanted to, but it would take up some of its movement.
Okay, I'm gonna do my best to kind of corral it, so to the best of my ability. And then as a bonus action, I am gonna attack it again with the katana.
Giving
All
it
right.
visions of snow and oceans and rain.
I do want to clarify that I am holding back from killing it straight up because we don't need another Starfire moment. Sorry, Starfire.
Is
Well,
this
point
a
taken.
sentient being? Do we get the sense that it's like, is it like a elemental force of like?
It's a person, I thought, right? That's an elemental, or am I
It
wrong?
was summoned.
I thought it was like
I
the
don't know
electric
if it's
guy.
like a person or not.
Well, you could get very deep with that question, but I mean, it just looks like a monster.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like the electricity guy where we were fighting the
No,
guy.
he's not talking, or like, does he have like a face or eyes, or is it?
Now, to be fair, Cinderblock was a big monster guy that couldn't talk. Also,
Yeah.
Well,
So,
he
like,
could talk a little bit.
Can
could.
I
Yeah.
Do
He
I
can
know
talk
where
a
this
little bit.
thing came from? Like, does it seem like something somebody casted, or
Roll Arcana.
Arcana? 11.
It's an elemental. You're not sure how it got here.
Do I have like
yeah.
reason to believe that elementals are not sentient?
Well, they're not. They could be intelligent. But they are a pretty classic monster. So.
Oh man, you're making me think about whether or not a monster is a person.
yeah. I'm not gonna make that call for you.
Shoot.
Yeah. So, did you also want to attack it with your?
Yeah, I still am. I'm just looking for my last roll so I can know what I'm rolling. Okay, D8 plus 10.
Yeah. So go ahead and roll to hit with your sword.
13 damage.
Oh, okay, you got to roll to hit first.
Oh right, I'm bad at D&D, everybody.
It's okay.
Now I have to look.
I mean, you'll probably hit. So you know.
Okay. 18.
Yeah, that'll hit. So
Do you want me
yeah,
to keep that damage then?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay,
That's
13 damage.
All right, so that's you for this round. The rest of you guys, what would you like to do, Cyborg or Beast Boy?
Someone needs to torch this guy a lesson.
What?
Stop.
Oh,
That's good
wow.
though.
Uh-huh.
He's saying in his mind as an elephant, and no one
Yes.
can hear
As
it.
an elephant that's on fire.
Thoughts.
All right, I am
It's
going-
like it's like that
I
that
do have beast speech.
yeah. It's like that video that circulates on Facebook and always gets tagged for like animal violence, where it's a goose with a fire in the background, but it looks like the goose's head is on fire.
So
Sorry.
he's paused right now, so that's the primary goal. I am going to run at speed as far as I can and try and use my action to put myself out.
Okay, it will. If you run out of its range, it will get an attack of opportunity against you.
Fine.
All right. It will get to make a slam or a touch attack against you, rather.
It gets only the one reaction, so I'm sparing other people.
Yep. All right, a 24 to hit.
That hits.
All right. And
Actually, I'll only move about 15 feet away. Far enough for it to
Okay.
actually have to move to get to me, though.
all right. Yeah, you take 14 points of fire damage. I'm sure halved because of the absorb element.
No, that only lasted till the beginning of my turn.
Okay.
Um,
All right. So yeah, 14.
minus 26. So, oh wait, and then my move speed is 35. Whatever, I just moved 15 feet away. Far enough where it has to come get me, if it wants to.
All right.
And then put myself out, because I don't like being on fire.
Yeah. So you just you hit the dirt, roll real quick, and,
Yep.
and then pop back up.
Alright?
All right.
Drop and roll, folks.
All right, Beast Boy, what would you like to do?
Yeah, seeing him burning my friend, I am still going to charge after it again and try and stomp on the fire guy.
All right.
Fire monster, whatever it is. It's burning the woods. Okay. Ooh, bad roll. 13 to hit.
That will actually not hit. Its armor class is 14.
I miss it.
So you swipe at it, but you miss. But hey, at least you don't take the fire damage because of that.
Okay.
All right. So now, the next turn. So I imagine that if Cyborg, if you ran in the direction that like beneath where Raven was flying overhead, then it can't directly move in that direction. If you wanted to do that,
it can't directly move in what direction? My direction?
Towards Raven, because she has
towards
fear on
Raven.
it.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, why not? I'll protect as many people as I can.
All right. So since it can't move in that direction, it will move around. It will skirt around. It has 50 feet of movement. So it veers off into the forest, off of that main path that it was initially taking. It uses some of its movement to get around where Raven is currently, but it is still in terms of net goal, it is still moving down the mountain, though slower than it would be. Yeah. Oh, it'll dash. So it'll start moving down the mountain. It doesn't like the scary lady and the other stuff going on, so it's trying to circumvent you guys. But you should be able to catch up. So yeah, all right. What would you guys like to do? Now it is a little ways past you, though you could probably all catch up decently quickly. Let's see. It would have used some movement. it's probably 50 more feet down the mountain and moving through the main forest, which is bad because those trees are going up rather quickly.
Is it just kind of anybody, or do we have an initiative order?
No, it's whoever wants to.
Cool.
How far away is it at this point?
I'm gonna keep trying to corral it.
Oh,
so
I'm gonna go
wherever I can
thunder
move
punch
to kind of stop it.
Yes.
Um,
Your effect is sort of a passive one with the cause fear. So you could catch up to it and move in front of it, no problem. With your 60 feet of
it
movement.
does that take up an action though? Because if it does, I don't want to do that.
I think
It's
that
a different thing I want to do.
I think that it's trying to move quickly, so I think it's running, and I think it would just barely take your action to get in front of it if you wanted to get in front of it.
Okay, in that case, instead, I am going to use Eldritch Blast.
All right.
To try to smack it.
All right, so you fly after it and then shoot at it with the Eldritch Blast. So go ahead and roll to hit.
Okay, hold on. Let me see what. That still plus wisdom?
Yeah, plus 12. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the plus 12 because of your proficiency in wisdom.
I think I hit it.
Yeah, you definitely hit it. So go ahead and roll that force damage.
5.
Alrighty. You hit it with that.
And then as a bonus action, can I attack it with my katana?
You can move that. Now, the thing about spiritual weapon is it's not a great fast movement thing because it doesn't have a lot of movement. As a bonus action, you can move the weapon up to 20 feet and repeat the attack against a creature within 5 feet. So it would have already outpaced where you initially summoned the weapon. Unfortunately, it doesn't move with you.
Okay. Then as a bonus action, I am going to use Misty Step. I think I can go up 20 feet. To try to kind of position myself again so that I'm scaring it away from going anywhere that could hurt people.
Yeah, perfect. You phase through a portal and appear in front of it. Very
Whoosh.
good. Very good use. Yes. All right. So, alrighty. Cyborg, you are the only one who on your feet probably couldn't catch up to it in terms of melee, though you could probably shoot ranged options at it.
Can I get within 15 feet of it?
Let's see. It has 50 feet of movement.
I have 35 feet of movement.
Okay. So numbers. Yes, you can, exactly.
Yeah, I figured that right there. All right. Zoom in as quick as I can. Release another thunder punch, but my punch is just it's like one of those key strikes that just punches the air and everything explodes around it.
Cool.
Yep.
Sweet.
Yeah, he needs to make that. It's a thunder wave, so he needs to make that what is it? Saving throw.
Constitution.
Yeah, Constitution.
All right, he rolls a 20 total.
Ooh, that was not bad.
Yeah. All right, so he takes half the damage, I assume?
So, yep, 5, and he is not pushed back.
All right. Beast Boy, what are you doing?
Okay, how far away from me is it?
At this point, it's probably like 80 feet or so. Yeah.
Okay. That's interesting. All right, then. Let's see what I can do. I'm going to shift into a giant elk and run double dash 60 feet through the woods to try and get in front of it and try and so 60 plus 60 is whatever, 120?
Yep.
I'm just using my whole action to dash ahead of it as far as I can.
Yeah. So you dash past it and around it, and
I'm
you are
Bambi's dad.
positioned. You are a very big Bambi's dad. Also not the right animal, I know, but whatever.
I know.
But all right. So now it has Raven in front of it. Scary lady doesn't like it. Is going to move around. But you do kind of corral its direction a bit, and then it's going to move the rest of its movement down the mountain. I'd say Beast Boy and Cyborg, you could make opportunity attacks against it if you wished.
What? It's moving past me?
Yes. It's moving away to get around Raven.
Ah, I
which is like
see.
this beacon of fear in the sky.
Ah, yeah. Well, melee attacks are not always fun against fire. You don't get
No?
opportunity with ranged, do you?
No.
Not.
Not unless, yeah, you can cast spells if you have the Warcaster feat, but
Am I still magical? I mean, I'm always magical, but all right, I'm gonna punch it.
all right.
One.
I just realized as an elephant I could only stomp on it if it was prone, but that's fine.
Ah, okay. Yeah, that's fine.
From now on, I will keep that in mind.
Yeah.
I will ram it as a giant elk.
That is a 16 to hit.
All right, that'll hit Cyborg. You should get a D4 plus strength for unarmed strikes.
I miss. I rolled a 12.
Yeah, you miss.
All right. That is a 9 to hit. 9 damage.
9 damage. All right, reduced. 2 is 4. So, all
Feel the
right,
burn.
and you will take 9 points of fire damage, Cyborg.
Wow, that was probably a bad move. Oh well.
Alrighty, and okay, it's moving down the mountain. What would you guys like to do against it?
Shoot it.
How
Eldritch
far
Blast.
in front of us is it?
Yeah, you can
Actually, how close is Cyborg to this thing?
Well, it just moved, so now it's probably the majority of its movement away, so probably like 80 feet or so.
So it's not near anybody, right?
No, it just ran away.
I'm gonna cast darkness on it.
Okay, that's a 20-foot radius. It is a huge creature, so it's probably like at least 20 feet tall. Where are you casting darkness? Like on its head?
Like wherever I imagine its visual area is. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Yes. Now, for a creature this big, it'll be like it won't be able to see for a moment. Well, hold on. Actually, they have. Yeah. Okay. So, but it'll probably it'll move through that space fairly quickly.
Okay. So it won't be useful.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm probably gonna do exactly what I did before. So did it move away from? I assume it moved away from me, right?
Yes. It had to veer off to the side a ways because of your fear, and then it continued down the mountain.
Okay, I'm probably going to do the exact same thing, Eldritch Blast, and then Misty Step at the end to kind of corral it away from human civilization. Right. Does that auto hit?
No.
So I have to roll attack too first.
Yes, okay. Yes. And you could always roll a 1, which is an auto miss.
Yeah.
But you don't, so that does hit. So
I'm awesome. Okay. And then I roll Sorry, I'm just checking. 10, bitch.
Nice. You nail it like in the small of the back, and it screeches. Its voice is just like fire, like high pitched cracking, like when
Ooh, very
like a wood, a piece of wood like like burns and hisses. Um,
very nice.
it didn't seem like that. And
Cool.
this thing, its form is starting to falter fairly. Um, it's looking bloodied at least, or so to speak.
Cool.
So the rest of you guys, what would you like to do?
And I did Misty Step again too, just to kind of
Yeah,
trying to keep him away from stuff.
cool. Yeah.
How far ahead of me did it run again? It passed me again?
Yes, yeah, you'd have to run yeah, like 80 feet to get to it again.
Jeez, Louise.
Yeah, it's fast when it's dashing.
Okay, well, I'm turning into a giant eagle, and I'm just gonna double dash ahead of it, and they can fly at 80 feet, so
Yes.
I'm just getting
You
ahead
will,
of it
yeah.
by
Yeah.
80 feet.
Okay, yeah. So
and
you
then
can-
I'm going to shift into a mammoth.
Okay.
And
Nice.
just kind of, once
Crack
again,
down.
try and block it and prepare to, to stop it with my big mammoth tusks.
All right, yeah.
Ignore it.
Very good. Cyborg, what are you doing?
Yelling no and shooting it with my lightning launcher as I run forward at 35 feet.
Okay, yeah, that is a good ranged option. Yeah, you got your fast, stealthy, ranged armor on. Cool. So yeah, Cyborg sort of has like a more lean build, like all his parts are compressed, and he looks like a like so if the comparison of a football player holds, he looks less like a linebacker and more like a kicker or something right now. Yeah, so go ahead and roll your ranged attack.
And that is a 22 to hit. It does 2 damage.
Right, and that's lightning damage.
Lightning damage.
All right, so it's not resistant, so that's good. All right. Yeah. All right.
Wait, hold on.
This...
I'm reading more features, and it strongly implies that I add my intelligence to damage as well. Because it says it adds that to any of its special weapons from the armor model. So, add 6 damage to that. It was 8.
All right. Cool. All right. So, yeah. All right. So this will be the beginning of the last round, I believe. So, so it again moves around, around Raven and starts running down the hill. It's starting to reach the base of the hill. Now, if not for the ways in which you guys have harried it thus far, it probably would have already been like entering the neighborhoods. But as it stands, it's still a good ways off, like a round off from the fence line. But it does exit the forest, which is now burning all around it. And it is there at the base of the mountain. What would you guys like to do?
Now at the base of the mountain,
Oh,
there's not
yeah.
much I can do. I'm slow.
Yeah. Also,
I'll shoot it.
Beast Boy, you would have gotten an attack of opportunity against it.
Did it pass me again?
Yeah.
How fast does this thing move?
50 feet. It's and it's moving away from you guys actively.
Amazing. Wait, it moves 50 feet. I was 80 feet in front of it.
Oh, you moved 80 feet in front of it.
I
Okay.
double dashed. Yeah. I double dashed.
All right, cool. So you'd be waiting for it then.
I'm waiting for it. Yeah.
All right.
Cool. I'm actually going to use my bonus action to shift into T-Rex.
Yay!
All right.
This is so cool.
Let me calculate my health. They can run 50 feet. Jeez Louise.
Yeah, yeah, you could have been chasing it as a T-Rex too.
Well, yeah, but giant eagle's faster flying.
Yeah, true.
All right, let me calculate my health really quick.
That's how they get to Mordor so quick.
I am going to run up to it and multi-attack, bite with my mouth, and hit it with my tail.
Now.
Oh no! Wait, nope. I can only do one because I need if it's the same target. I will bite the fire.
Bite the fire. All right, do it.
Bite the fire. Roll, bite the fire. All right. Attack is plus 10 to hit. Roll that. That is 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
Ooh. Oh, that's a good roll.
Okay. Oh wow. Now, thankfully for it, that is halved because it's fire. All right. So, but it will still take half of that, which
45
does not like that. You bite into it, and it's sort of like you get burned, but it's like you stamp out / like quench in your mouth like most of its form, and it shrieks. Not pleased with that. It's looking pretty weak now. Now you do, of course, take in your mouth. You take 5 points of fire damage.
Oh, that's nothing to a T-Rex.
Yeah. Yeah. Alrighty. Now, Raven and Cyborg, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna shoot it.
All right, shoot it.
I'm gonna do what I'm good at. But I'll wait on Cyborg.
Okay.
Yeah, Cyborg,
Let
shoot
him
it.
have his moment.
I rolled a 15.
Oh dear.
15. That'll hit.
Oh.
Actually.
Okay. I thought he wasn't gonna have his moment.
It's a 9. I hit it with 9 electric damage.
Yeah. So you shoot, and it fires through its head, and it dissipates, but it pulls itself back together. It's still reconstituting, but it's barely hanging on.
Get it, Raven! It's
what would you
weak!
like to do?
Woohoo! Alright. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast.
Feels like a Pokemon move. Electro Ball!
Yeah.
There's my attack roll. thingy. There's my Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Did I kill it?
As you fire the force, no, it is barely hanging on. It is like
It's like
skinny. Yeah, but basically, it's like a wispy, thin boy, a lanky boy, and it just like reaches out for the town, like sad that it can't burn.
Oh, it's
It
actually
probably
really
won't be able to
tragic.
burn. It's like, I can't burn all those little children in their house. Oh no.
Why do I feel bad for this flame?
You should have let
Yeah.
it burn all
So
those little children in the house.
I'm just saying,
It's-
like, it's all it wanted.
it.
It was born for one sole purpose, and it never got
Yeah.
to do it.
Well,
Yeah.
it's gonna attack the T-Rex in front of it, but I mean, it's not gonna kill you. So, like,
I feel so bad. Why do I feel bad?
well, I guess let's roll. How much health does your T-Rex have?
Currently 102, and that's already
no.
after I've
Jesus.
taken damage.
Yeah. Let's see.
I want to be a T-Rex.
No, I couldn't kill you. So, yeah, it'll attack you. You'll get hurt, but then the next round will come. Who wants? If you guys want to fight for the final kill, you can roll a dex. You can all roll dexterity and see who gets to go first, or you
YOLO.
can say who wants to finish it off.
Well,
It's really
I'm
nice.
rolling.
how about we do it at the same
I
time?
lose.
Let's double team it.
There's no way anybody.
Oh God.
All right,
anybody's
let's
gonna be the
concentrate
quick.
fire. At the same time, we're gonna shoot in
yeah,
space.
yeah. All right, you all
All three
shoot
of
it.
us.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Combo
You
attack.
Eldritch blast it. You blast it with your thing. You bite it,
We do
and
with my tail.
it just you blast it apart, and the flames dissipate, and the sparks fly up, and it there's just lets out a hiss as it dies.
Flame
Dying
off.
flame.
We did it. We saved people from the forest fires of California.
Yeah, that's the biggest threat.
The people come out and cheer.
All right, now we will go
Is
back.
the forest still forest fire still spreading?
Yes, it is still spreading. So if you guys want to try to put that out, you can spend the rest of this time putting the fire out.
Yeah, I think I'll do
Yeah.
that. That feels
Yeah.
like the right thing to do.
I'm turning into or is there like a fire hydrant or some type of thing I can
Well, it's not that far down the mountain yet. It
Gotcha.
hasn't gotten to the neighborhoods, but yeah, it's mostly just the forest right now that's at the most risk. And if that burns for too long, then like sparks and embers could come over in the wind into the town. But yeah.
Are the local firefighters responding to the fire? Do they know about it?
You would probably see some sirens and stuff heading up the way. Yeah. So we will go back to Robin.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. So
Oh boy.
you just recover from being stunned and you get back to your feet. And yeah, Slade has just said that you were too easily manipulated. Yeah. But it is yeah, it's your turn.
Well, then I'm going to show him some martial arts myself. I'm going to whip out my quarterstaff and swing it at him.
Whip it out. All right.
Whip out
Yeah, go ahead and roll to hit.
Let's get something good this time. It's a 23.
Ooh. Let's see. That will actually hit him.
I was like, I swear.
Yeah, so you swing your quarterstaff and he raises up his staff like to do a block, but you're coming at it with more force than he expected that you'd be capable of, and it pushes through. And it pushes through and it tags him on the face. Now, as it hits him on the face, as he pulls back, like into a back step, he turns back and looks at you, and part of his face like crumbles away, revealing that it was a mask. And there's this, and now you see that you see this masked face beneath the mask, which is kind of ridiculous. And
It's a mesception.
yeah, of this portion, it is like an orange metallic sheen. And he looks at you through the eye slot. Better than I expected, Robin. Very good. And you may continue now with the rest of your turn.
Taking him off guard like that, I go running in and do 2 flying kicks straight at him using flurry of blows.
Nice.
Using my key point. The first attack is going to be a 17.
That will miss as he just diverts, like very Jeet Kune Do style, your leg.
And then the next one's an 8.
That'll also miss. You come up for a knee strike. He just pushes it back down, in very embarrassing fashion, and it is his turn. He now, he facing off against you. We'll say he looks down, the mountainside and says, well, your friends will be occupied with that for a while. And he looks at you and says, Robin, prove you're worthy to me. I'm sure you're very angry with me, but with that business with the prison warden. But things are not always as they seem. And there are people whose job it is to make sure that that's the case.
What's that supposed to mean?
Unearth the corruption associated with your recent associate, the vampire, and see if then you're not as willing to join me. And he runs off towards the forest. As he runs,
Do I get an attack of opportunity?
yeah, go ahead and do so.
I'm gonna try and swing, like kick out his legs. 13.
Yeah. No, he definitely leaps away from your low kick. You try to sweep the leg, but he is too wise for that. He's watched too much Cobra Kai for that. And he runs towards the forest. Now, as he runs, he steps into the shadow cast by a tree, and he seems to disappear. You can roll perception as you run after him if you want to try to see where he went.
Yeah, I'm going to try and see where he went. So 14.
So you see for a moment as you look into the forest and look around for him running into the forest after him, you see him appear up ahead through like another shadow of a tree like 60 feet away, but then you quickly lose sight of him.
Just kind of as I still am running and I can't see him, I just kind of like slowly slow down and just kind of like punch a tree.
Yeah.
As I turn around and start headed back down the mountain.
Alrighty. So, Starfire,
Yes.
you are in this psychic impression state, speaking with Lightning. He just said that he would like to speak with you. He says, "Are you a witch?"
Okay, so I'm really confused about how to answer that because of this sort of hybrid setting. I think the answer
Yeah.
is that, right? But like, how aware am I of like magic? I mean, I'm guessing everything I do is kind of innate as opposed to studied,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yes. Yeah. Roll Arcana if you have it. If not, it will default to intelligence.
I'm not a witch. I'm your wife.
I'm not his wife either. No. I don't think I have Arcana, so I will roll intelligence. That's 11.
Okay. Well, you don't think you're a witch, no.
Am I? Sorry. We haven't really delved into this. Am I a Tamaranian? Is that what I am?
Yeah.
Okay. Tamaranians are simply partially angelic beings in this story, right?
Yeah, probably.
But do I not know that, or?
Well, it's kind of like how there's humans all over the galaxy. Why? What the fuck is that? there's probably orcs all over the galaxy and Tamaranians all over the galaxy, and so
Right. So
it's less. Yeah,
so
you
we're sort
are.
of angelic, but we don't necessarily trace a lineage, I guess.
Yeah, probably.
There's another probably in there. I'm just trying to get a solid understanding of what I am, man.
Yeah, man. Fuck that. I'm not. I'm not gonna pretend like. Nah, it's all vague. It's all intentional, but it's vague. Definitely, I definitely know.
Well, I just want to know what I know.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you're a race that, in its particular forms, probably perpetuate throughout the galaxy. But you are specifically a Tamaranian.
Okay, I'll take that, and I'll just say, uh, uh, no, I do not believe I am.
His form shifts like in a single frame of motion as the lightning flashes again, and he looks and he's in like a thoughtful pose. He says, "He's like, you seem angelic, but it's vague."
Oh my God, yeah.
And he says, "I do not appreciate being bewitched, but you do not seem so bad. Give me a reason I should not blast you into dust."
I, I am, I am not afraid of you, and I was simply protecting my friends, so I will not apologize. But I am sorry if you took offense at the nature of my attack. I simply wished to protect my friends without doing harm.
The old one, the human, he claims to gain his power from nature like me and my brother. But it is strange. He said that we are special, and therefore it does not matter who we hurt when we have our fun.
I see. She's sort of stumbling over a number of ideas in her head, because, it's been kind of a tumultuous time for her, and she just says, all of us are special. I am not from this world. This power and this magic are natural to my being and come naturally from my heart. But here on this planet, I am special. And Robin is special because he belongs on this planet, and yet he has the ability to do battle with people like you and people like your old one. And Cyborg is special because he is built from machines and because he wishes to have bones on his pizza. And Beast Boy is special because he speaks in strange riddles which I do not understand. And he does not eat the flesh of beasts. And Raven is special because she also is from another world and understands mysterious and incredible things and can read so many books so quickly. All of us here are special. That does not give us the right to do harm.
I'm sorry, that was amazing. I was also thinking during that whole time of like the Mob Psycho 100 openings, like that's like if it's like it's like if we're all special or if we're not special, then something
You
you
need to
can
feel
be what
special
you
to
want
be
to be.
okay.
Everybody should watch it. Great anime.
Yeah, it's very great. Yeah.
And I think she was sort of piecing this together as she was saying it. And just
Yeah.
Oh,
I
hey.
also love how the thing that's not that's special about Beast Boy is not that in her mind is not that he can change into animals. It's that he doesn't eat meat and he says stupid things.
Very good. Yeah, go ahead and give me a persuasion check with advantage.
Okay, I will need that advantage because of my terrible charisma.
Oh, wow.
Why?
Oh.
Is there anything I can do? Wait, let me see if there's
Oh
anything I can
no.
do to buff that.
Oh.
Just for reference, because of my negative charisma, I rolled a 0 and a
Yeah.
3. Let me see. No, I don't think I can do anything about that.
Well, that sucks.
Ah. Well, I don't think they're gonna be honorary titans, guys.
Do we have to kill him? All right. Hey guys, I brought the pistols.
He looks at you and says, well, I do not trust the old one, but we are definitely special. Like, we're definitely special and can do what we want. But this doesn't seem very fun anymore. You're too strong. And he says, me and my brother will leave. We'll clean up. And the vision fades, and he zips away from you and says, brother, we're leaving. We should probably put out this mess, I guess. I have things to think about. He says, all right, brother. And they both raise their hands up into the air, and in a flash of thunderous lightning, they fly off into the storm cloud, which, after a few moments, begins to rain, putting out the rest of the fire. But after that, the storm dissipates, and they are nowhere to be found.
Okay, yeah, I catch my breath. I'm back, just here, just in one body, right?
Yeah.
The psychic incident is over. Okay, yeah, I catch my breath and I go check on my friends, starting with Robin.
All right. Yeah. At this point, you fly. You meet Robin exiting the forest, and then you guys can meet up with your friends. A rainbow is forming on the coast.
Is Robin like dying?
There's like blood kind of coming out of my mouth a little bit.
Yeah, I will use what is it? I will use the not that. I'll use healing hands.
Mm-hmm.
And give him 4 HP.
That's appreciated. Thank
Yeah.
you, Starfire.
The thunder and the lightning have departed. I do not know if they will return or if they will be hostile to us.
We'll get that bridge when we come to it. You did well, Starfire. Good job.
Thank you, friend Robin. I go look for the other ones with him now.
Yeah, everyone else was working to stop the fire, but then when it rained, it was all put out. The fire department comes and says they'll take over any ember, putting out any embers that could be up in the mountain, and they thank you for your work here today. And you guys are free to return to the tower or take care of anything else that you are wondering about.
Yeah, we meet up with the rest of the team.
I am
So
going
everyone's alive
to
and everything.
immediately log into the internet and start ordering components to build rubber suits out of for our team, so that we will have be protection against lightning and also be stylish in the ways only superheroes can be.
Yeah.
I like how
it's
paranoid Cyborg gets.
He's-
Like,
I-
as soon as something happens, he comes up with 5 different ways to prevent it in the future.
yeah,
Listen,
he's a
we call it
prepper. He's a
paranoid,
prepper.
we call it paranoid. He calls it preparanoid.
Yeah.
Oh, also,
I love that.
Yeah.
Titan Tower is getting a lightning.
Cyborg is
This-
paranoid.
Yeah. So because you are a magical cyborg and there is magical internet, you are able to connect to the internet miraculously from your arm. However, you still get the dial-up sound.
Please explain magical internet to me. I
Uh,
have to know, and so does the audience.
well,
Is there still
There's a
furry
lot of-
porn on it?
Well, I don't know the state of furry porn as of circa 2003,
Oh, yeah.
but
It's hella
yeah,
nice.
the internet is not very good yet. Like the internet is there's no social media really. There's very early stuff. There's forum boards.
Is there
There's
Neopets?
There's Yahoo Mail. I don't know when did Neopets come out.
I'm really looking.
Neopets was dial-up was still a thing when Neopets came out.
I'm really
I know
looking
because
forward
I
to
used it.
I'm looking forward to Cyborg creating the first social media and having our own weird version of the social network.
Yeah.
I'm gonna create a group chat.
Yeah, when you guys are when he's in his early 20s and you guys are all getting near there, and then you can have the adult drama of the Social Network movie.
In Confronting college. Teen Titans more like college kids. There's a Facebook.
Yeah.
If does anyone else have any interactions? I do want to talk to Beast Boy at some point.
I got nothing. We did it. I give everybody a really encouraging, enthusiastic. We did it.
We did it.
We're all sort of taking.
Then I float off to my room.
Yeah, nice.
You all did good today, guys. We'll talk about some training in the morning to maybe better prepare us for this in the future.
Okay.
I like how half of the team doesn't know about Slade because we were all fighting fires.
I walk off with Beast Boy saying, "Okay, so here's what we can do: mobile lightning rods. We carry them with us, but that's a permanent ground."
For paranoid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Starfire.
Yeah, as soon as I can pry him away from Cyborg, I think I'm gonna. I think I will grab Beast Boy and fly him to the top of the tower.
Okay.
All right.
What?
Oh
no, I don't remember this.
I'm just going to be like, Beast Boy, I wish to apologize for nearly destroying your skull this morning.
I kind of forgot about that plot point.
Power should be used to protect, and I used them to harm, and I wanted to say that I am very sorry. And I present him with a gift, which is a tremendous bag full of raw Brussels sprouts.
I thought you were just gonna give him a big bag of weed for a second.
No, it's raw Brussels sprouts. They seem as though they've come from maybe a nearby farming community or something, because they don't seem clean, and it's like 100 pounds.
Oh my gosh, Starfire! This is thank you. I mean, I'm sorry too. I startled you, and I should have been more careful. I know you've been going through a lot.
That does not give me the right to demolish your skull.
I mean, how are you? Are you okay?
I'm doing better. I think I figured some things out today.
Well, that's good. You know, if you need anything, you can talk to us.
And the same goes for you, mysterious green one.
Yay.
Yeah.
As I think all the flying people said they flew off, and one of them got yoinked. So it's like Robin and Cyborg are just like stuck by all the fire trucks and stuff, and you're like, I guess we'll walk home.
I don't think I ever clarified that I left. I think I just appeared in the team tower.
Yeah, so Raven's like, good job, everybody. And then
Nobody's
Starfire
there.
carried Beast Boy away mysteriously. And Robin are just there.
No, I assumed we all regrouped at the tower.
Yeah, I assumed that too.
And things happened.
Okay.
My bad.
Cool. All right. Well, as you guys leave for the tower, regardless of the manor, you don't notice this, but it's too innocuous, really. But for the sake of the audience, we see one of the with the emergency crew. Some other cars pull up. They look more like federal vehicles, and a woman steps out. She has blonde hair, and she's wearing, right now she's wearing some aviator sunglasses. She looks around, and a man steps out of the car with her. He's wearing like a very slick and oddly shiny business suit, and he has a strained look on his face. And she says, well, we should probably look up at the top of the mountain, see if we can find any trace of where that criminal Slade went. It's probably a long shot. And then she looks off in the direction where she sees the Titans flying or what have you away, and she says, and we need to look into those kids too. And that's where we'll end tonight's episode.
Dun dun dun.
Real fast, I think Robin, when he gets back to the tower, wouldn't really talk to too many people.
Yeah.
And probably go into the training room and just start going through his basics.
So he's being angsty, I see.
Start working into his, just trying to get better. And still, with all the damage he took, he's probably, coughing up blood every once in a while, and then just going into, a flurry of blows into his heavy bag.
Heist! Yeah.
Very angsty, very
until
good.
He kind of slumps down in the corner and kind of falls asleep against the wall.
That is not healthy.
Work out until you collapse.
Someone needs therapy.
To the unhealthy angst of Robin.
Yeah.
Listen, out of anybody who needs therapy in this thing.
Yeah, you work out into unconsciousness, and you're like, this is when I felt like a man.
That's a good one. I was
Oh,
thinking like
good.
I drink coffee in the morning. Like that's a normal fact.
Yeah. How about I don't actually like cats, but I just really like their marketing potential.
That was literally the first answer
That was-
in the first episode.
Yeah, you
We
already
talked
did
about
that.
cats a lot, and you
Well, I
forgot
really-
about that.
Well, I really like their marketing potential.
It
I don't.
This doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, that's like an example of like one of your least normal aspects.
Is it really?
you know?
Oh,
I have a
Yeah.
question.
uh,
How do you guys look at Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles' feet and not get disturbed?
Okay, listen,
I had to Google them to like figure out exactly what I hate.
Listen, she's not
They're
wrong.
awful.
She's not
They're like-
wrong, guys.
They're like alien things. They're really bulgy.
Are you googling porn of Ninja Turtles?
I don't like
Okay.
them.
Guys, this is the
You're-
most
Of course
frantic.
you'd be disturbed by that.
This is the most frantic talking over each other segment we've ever had, and that's saying
I'm so
something.
sorry. I'm sorry.
I've been
Yeah.
afraid to say anything, but I feel like I'm being put into a corner. Now I have to tell you guys I don't like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Okay, just
Well,
stop talking about
Just
it.
go
and I
and
can
cries in a corner.
when you guys either in a DC property show or otherwise run into the Ninja Turtles, I will be able to torture Charlie
No,
ceaselessly
that's so
with just
cringe.
intense body horror.
I just want a sound clip of Joey saying intense body horror to use whenever I need.
They're practically naked.
body horror.
why is there
They
such
are
a-
naked. They have
They're wearing
shows.
bells.
Okay, listen. I'm not gonna deny that there was always thoughts in the back of every young kid's mind about the weird sexual potential of the Ninja
I'm
Turtles.
sorry.
But
And that's what's funny is I never thought about it that way, and I was already horrified. So thank you.
As a
But
kid, I didn't know penises existed.
Just next
As
level.
car-
Just next level.
as cartoon characters, first of all,
Okay.
there are multiple designs. So
It's-
like if the admittedly kind of brutalistic 2003 show puts you off, maybe the 2011 3D animated one would be more appealing to you.
I don't know. I'm looking at the ones where they're cartoon and they're green.
Also,
Okay.
They're turtles.
I hope we can,
Also,
at the
I
very
don't
least,
know which one's which.
I hope we can, at the very least, all agree that Leonardo is the gayest Ninja Turtle.
Which
Yeah.
one's Leonardo?
I can't